When the Orcs invaded the homeworld of the Crimson Fist Space Marines, it was a disaster for the chapter. Amidst the great tales of heroism, one particularly strange event came to light. During his epic fight across Rynn's world, Chapter Master Cantor came across a burnt and abandoned land raider surrounded by Orc bodies and wrecked greenskin vehicles. Inside, they found Orc bodies sprawled across the controls and decking. Following a lengthy interrogation of the land raider's machine spirit, the follow story was related. When a malfunctioning defense missile had all but destroyed the Crimson Fist's fortress monastery, almost annihilating the entire chapter, the land raider Rynn's might survived the blast and was hurled clear. The detonation woke the vehicle's machine spirit, which went about executing the last orders it had received: seek and destroy. Rynn's might spent several hours righting itself from amongst the tangled wreckage before setting off in search of the enemy. It came across an Orc vanguard shortly after and attacked immediately, its last cannons and heavy bolters turning trucks and buggies into flaming coffins for the Orcs. After destroying some 30 Orc vehicles and chasing down their fleeing crews, Rynn's might continued its search. For 3 days it scoured the area around the burning fortress monastery, running across several Orc patrols and swiftly annihilating them. As night fell on the 3rd day, Rynn's might encountered a full Orc warband. The Orcs were thrown into confusion by the sudden attack of the lone Space Marine assault tank. Disturbed by the metallic war cries bellow forth from its external speakers. In the darkness, the land raider's artificial eyes and ears served better than even the night vision of the Orcs, and as they recoiled from its initial assault, Rynn's might attacked with greater determination. Missiles and high-energy bolts scorched the hull of the land raider, but it continued its charge, crushing bikes and Orcs under its armored tracks, its weapons lighting the darkness with flashes of las cannon bursts and heavy bolter fire, illuminating the battle with the flames of wrecked dreadnoughts and killer Khans. The Orcs attempted to muster a counterattack, their warboss gathering his bravest warriors and nobs about him. Rynn's might noted this build-up of force and headed for the Orc leader at full speed, ignoring the shells that ricocheted off its armored hide as it drove over the mangled corpses of the greenskins. Out of heavy bolter ammunition, and with its last cannons fused from near-continual firing, Rynn's might used the only weapon left to it: its bulk and weight. Many of the Orcs fled from this image of the Emperor's fury as it bore down on them, searchlights blazing in their eyes, external vocalizers still blaring prayers to the Emperor. The warlord stood firm though, firing blast after blast from his crude cannon, until a lucky shot splintered a track link and sent Rynn's might spinning madly. Immobilized, there was little it could do, as the Orcs clambered across its hull with their tank-buster bombs, blowing off chunks of ceramite and adamantium. But Rynn's might was to have a final vengeance. It opened up its hatchways and assault ramp, and the Orcs poured on board, eager to loot what they could from this prize. As they entered, Rynn's might slammed the entrances shut again, hydraulic rams cutting Orcs in half and trapping the warlord and his bodyguard on board. In a final act, Rynn's might overcharged its reactor, spewing plasma and poisonous gases into its own interior, incinerating and choking the greenskins that had got inside. Cantor ordered the location of Rynn's might to be recorded carefully and left a guard over its remains, vowing to return and retrieve its machine spirit and give it a new body so that it might fight with such vigor and determination once again.